Tame Impala, the man, the myth, the legend. Tame Impala isn't something you find, it's music that finds you. I guarantee you people who don't know Tame Impala, but they've heard his songs and are like, oh, that's him? Huh. The Australian musician found his sound looking into himself in solitude. Like seriously, this man's creative process is bizarre. Kevin Parker will create everything by himself. I mean the lyrics, melodies, arrangements, and sound selection, all by one man. Then Kevin will pull up with the rest of the band and go, hey, here's our next album, let's record it. This is what makes Tame Impala unique. In a soundscape full of trend riders and inspiration takers, after ripping the Beatles work in the early projects, Tame Impala found their own sound. No one else has had a different psychedelic music take on music, and no one ever will. Every album has its own piece of originality, its own identity in a way which sets themselves apart from anything else in music, period. That's why for my ranking today, I will only be ranking Tame Impala's albums. No singles, features, B-sides, or remixes will be included. My experience through Tame Impala is always albums only, and while I enjoy his B-sides and singles, my idea stems from a little-known thought piece known as the Ship of Theseus. Theseus's paradox focuses on the philosophical concept of identity. Say you are a Greek king named Theseus and you own a ship, strong and mighty at the beginning, traversing the seas with no other equal. However, over time, planks of the ship rot, and one by one, with new, stronger timber, those planks are replaced. Eventually, all of the original planks are replaced. Here's the kicker. What if I told you that I saved every single original plank to the original ship and rebuilt it? The question forms, is the ship made from the original planks still the Ship of Theseus, or is it a new ship entirely? To my understanding, I would say in context of Tame Impala's music that the original songs or matter trumps the new B-sides replacement, recreation, and form. While there may be stronger B-sides that could form an overall better album, it would tarnish the identity of Tame Impala's original work. With this out of the way, let's get into the ranking. At the bottom of the barrel is... What crack pipe did Kevin smoke from? There's this delirious whisper of, gotta be above it, and it just gives me anxiety. Yo, low-key, did Keep On Lying inspire Travis Scott's Carousel? Eerily sounding very familiar, switch out the auto-tune for Goo Goo Dolls' jingling guitar. If this was a standalone song, Sun's Coming Up would immediately go into trash. However, Tame Impala is a true album artist curator. Within the context of lonerism, it feels like a goodbye to the beautiful nightshade that lonerism provides us listeners as the curtain closes and the sun rises. Sounds like a softcore Whiplash scene. It's aight. Android flashback, imagine picking up your suit from the dry cleaner and some regular show old lover flashback starts playing in your mind. Bro, Kevin is so me with this ADHD, like focusing on nothing but everything at the same time and going off random tangents. Oh my god, Kevin, you are so me. Nangs is good but forgettable in the grand scheme of currents. Oblivion sounds of monotonous dark hole until the second half where the additional sounds low-key reminds me of the rhythm of Drake's One Dance. Waterdrop sounds is cool at the beginning, run from the sun like Dracula. Drum crashes deluxe. Guys, I don't think Kevin really minds. I could totally see him tripping in the woods by himself with this symphony of synths going off in his temporal lobe. Loop-de-loop roller coaster choo-choo train samba final year countdown. Got so much motion in the ocean I call it my reality. Trippy songwriting about lucidity, tons of tempo and key changes throughout strumming guitars, nasty guitar lick to connect pre-chorus and chorus. Why won't you make up my mind? The guitar strums rising above lush synths creating this infectious loop. Funny because it's literally a loop. Walking to the song could give you vertigo and make you lose your sense of balance and self. It's a good, solid song. Driving bass line, fast-paced synths, and percussion with Tame Impala's signature vocals, a very chill, psychedelic track. From dust you emerged, and to dust you shall return. Tribal primalism. I watched the new music video, Loser, as it dropped. This new Tame Impala feeling himself a triple bass line is cool. Bro is embracing the deadbeat allegations. Dope intro by putting a low pass filter on the vocals to make the intro seem into the pocket as an instrumental into a short but simple song. Bonus points for the song title being a sentence. Social deviance is found when one's external locus of control stops a person from attaining one's goal and losing all sense of hope, resulting in this chaotic vibe. Cool concept with the increasing vocal chord progression, pitch on the back and fourth chorus. Afro-funk meets clubbing instrumental outsider energy. The manliest man of men of mankind. Indie jam band Smokin' Studio Session gives off neo Woodstock 70s Forrest Gump aesthetic.
It's gonna be okay.
7-minute epic outro. More music than vocals, and I'm completely here for it. One more hour takes a look at the Slow Rush's theme of the passage of time and what finding love amidst guitar riffs and how it would affect his future. I may not be your man, but I'd understand. The intro is a highlight, then these acid plucks come which prolapse this song until the transition backs to Kevin's vocals come back in. Why won't they talk to me is questioning for communication, brainstorm, and it's overall very lovely. Fire! Boogie woogie! No song structure, pure paranoia coming from crushing too hard. New Year's Say Me. This is that song you play when you're teetering that tightrope of self-worthlessness versus I'm goated mentality. Deep cut banger, cool chord progression on the verses. I really like the lyrics about expectation. And then when you think it ends, it brilliantly comes back to life, really marinating your mind with thoughts of wisdom. Solitude is Bliss was my favorite Inner Speakers song growing up. I enjoy a nice solo dolo sombrance to myself whilst air drumming, jamming out to music like Solitude is Bliss. The moment makes my head shake side to side to match the 1-2 da-da synth notes. Half Full Glass of Wine is the only song outside Tame Impala's I included. It's on the Tame Impala's 2008 self-titled EP. This just wowed me in concert. It was so satisfying, my inner 2000s indie rock enthusiast. Raw, unfiltered vocals on top of a snappy piano chord progression, intro into this incredible build-a-beat from the ground-up portion back into my old ways with Cucaracha Maracas. My old ways got me smoothing and grooving. A whirlwind of fuzzy guitars and other band elements reminiscent of Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. Apocalypse Dream's high repeating keys really does it for me. It's a dreamlike song that puts one in a dream embrace of wonder and whimsy. Lost in Yesterday got these drums that put a rhythmic pattern inside this transient banger. Bass Maximus ethereal connection in a boiler room would be perfect. Chilling synths, beautiful bedroom heaven scent encapsulation. Breathe Deeper got me feeling like Yorichi. Do something crazy. Chorus goes brazy. Good Journey manifest destiny aesthetic vibe. Psychedelic stadium rock at its finest. Absolutely gorgeous song. Endor's Toy is indescribable with words other than saying it's peak psychedelic alt rock. Peak, I tell you. The Tame Impala signature song, whether you know the group or not. You vaguely heard this at least once before. It's been Fuck Trevor since 2015 on my side of the camp. Yes, Currents might be a classic album when I really think about it. Ooh, but I don't know. I really like the Slow Rush. It's between the Slow Rush and Currents for me, for my favorite albums. Dude, when the keyboard solo pulls up, then he goes in on the verse to this chorus with hard-hitting percussion, it just brings a different side out of me. On Elevant, you can clearly hear the Beatles' influence on Lonerism and Inner Speaker, definitely on Lonerism though. I'd even take it a step farther and say Kevin Parker sounded like a freer spirited version, less politically motivated than John Lennon. I like the swing rhythm similar to the Beatles' I'm Only Sleeping or Revolution, but up to date. Is it true? Is it true? Tell me now. Disco, boogie, progressive synths. It's a very fun track. The gateway indie alt-rock psychedelic that sets gold standards for the genre. Only 4 chords, genius, with the simple meaning of trance-like state of taking 1 step forward, but in reality you're going 2 steps backwards. This is when the novice versus the professional of mistakes learns its lesson and becomes the master. Soft, heartfelt progression where time stops for no man. Yes, I'm changing. See some of the best songwriting Tame has ever put out. The subject matter is a concise self-reflection to explore yourself, herself, in the world, and accept everyone changes with time. Also, it doesn't hurt there are some of these chiming bell synths within this immersive breakdown. Eventually features a story where Kevin moves on from hurting each other to seeking happiness, strung between cymbal crashes and heavy bass lines. The breakdown embraces the importance of minimalism and silence. The second half carries this weight on the shoulders feeling, backed with multi-layered vocal melodies, repeating, eventually we will both be happier. Pandora's Toy, Apocalypse Dreams, and Mind Mischief stands as the strongest 3-track run throughout Tame Impala's whole discography. It's on Lonerism. Back to a back to a back bangers! I adore the vocals on the chorus to the cosmic heartstring tugs intermixed into this wavy beat. Peak intro from beginning to end. Tame Impala feels like they've really settled into their own lane of music on Let It Happen and Currents as a whole. It accomplishes by intoxicating vocals, existential questioning, a breath of fresh air band production. Whether you were on psychedelics during the concert or you were sober, Tame Impala is amazing. I recommend everyone go see him. But I just remember this by far was the most core memorable performance. They had this whole eyeball with this like rainbow synth going around like da-na-na-na-na-na on the beats. Like an eyeball would be closing and opening on the bass, and it was just stuck out to me so much. I can't forget it to this day. It was literally one of the most amazing performances I've ever seen. That's me he's talking about. Oh my god, when Borderline came out, I was in college. During the pandemic, I blasted Borderline everywhere I went. From my family events to the function. From the echoing chorus to the flutes to the shout back to the ratchet college experiences, I felt as if I'm riding on a camel's back through Shyamalan's 1,000 Nights in the Desert. This is truly a generational track, and by far my favorite to sing and dance to. The beat, rhythm, chorus, everything about it is peak. Peak, I tell you.